But there's another danger to the democracies. And now that there are a lot of friends from the media here, I think it is the power of the false narrative in destabilizing a nation, in weakening a democracy. After all, in democracy, the people make choices. How do they make their choices? They make their choices on the basis of the information that they have got, the data they have got. If I make the choice, there are 4 things to eat. And if I have to make a choice what's good for my health, it is the information that has been given to me about the 4 dishes. What happens if one dish happens to be a poison? And my information is this, that this is something which is the elixir of life and make me immortal. Probably I will die. Democracy requires people to be enlightened, educated, and informed, but rightly informed and rightly educated. What happens if what is driving you and what is influencing your decision making itself is contaminated? And there is always a possibility of the false narrative derailing the democracy. Today, it has expanded manifold because of the technology. And it becomes the responsibility of everyone, every citizen, every man in the media, everyone who speaks, every institutions, every gathering that you go, that erode the strength of the false narrative. It is engineered. I am told that there are agencies who specialize only in this work. I am told that the intelligence agencies have got separate departments which work only in creating false narratives against their adversaries. And they fall into the trap. When I come to the hard power, I think I'll refer to it a little later. When you talk about psyops, or you talk of, do you know how much of an effort was made by the British against the Germans during the Second World War to tell the Germans about how vulnerable they are and how they are going to lose. They spent millions and millions in those days of pounds of doing the disinformation and creating this thing against Hitler. I'm not telling that what they did was wrong, but the fact remains it could influence the think of the person. I think there is a very interesting story in Mahabharata. What happened that after the Battle of Mahabharata was this thing, and then Karna was appointed as the commander-in-chief of the army of Kauravas. He wanted to have a charioteer. So Duryodhana told me, I can't get you a charioteer better than Krishna. He's a god himself. He says, but if I have to fight Arjuna, I have to have a charioteer of his capabilities. That was not possible. But he said, you tell me anyone. So the second best who was available was one King Shailya of Madra. He actually was a devout of Lord Krishna, but he agreed on Duryodhana's prodding. But he had only one condition. He said that when I am on your chariot, you will allow me to talk to you anything that I want. So he said, okay. Karna was unhappy about it because he wanted his focus and concentration. But he said, okay, it's fine. Now this charioteer, when the battle started telling that, well, Karna, you are bound to die. You can never win. They are so powerful. Even the god is on their side. But he meticulously did what Karna wanted him to move his chariot into. He did everything, but he continuously in his ears were trying to demoralize him. He got fed up with this, that finally when the chariot came face to face with that, he said, leave my chariot. But he said, well, you have to die even whether I leave or I don't leave, and that is the time when probably their ultimate phase of this thing comes. So this power of the false narrative is something which can be very, very debilitating on the destiny of a nation. We are used to some loose talks, irresponsible talks. We think it doesn't matter, because that is only minor entertainment that we have got. The reputations of others, the honor and this thing of others. You erode the faith of everyone in whatever he has got a faith in. If I have got a faith in something, you create an environment in which my faith is shaken in that. If I'm loyal to my leader, you create this doubt in my mind that my faith has got this thing like that. You do not know. The nations have to be built. It has got to be an impeccable faith in our constitution, in our law, in our systems, in our judiciary, in everything. And reinforce it. I don't say that they are always right. Remove the mistakes, but be very positive about it. The negativism and the false narratives on the basis of which the communal rights take place, the ethnic violence takes place, some social animosities are created. There can be any number of dangers to a nation where the people are used to work on contaminated data. I think the second